here it is, April 23rd. I'm just gonna film, I don't know if that's the right word, film, taking some footage. I don't know if the word is footage. I'm capturing on camera. How about that? Snow. I want to make it abundantly clear that there is snow, still snow, lots of it here in my little town. April 23rd. Yeah. And the only time I ever recall there being no snow up here, April 23rd, is, oh, look at this, despite the snow, pussy willows. I don't know if you can see that. Despite the snow, the pussy willows, see, they're growing in, the tree is growing in the snow. Alright, there. Yeah, the only time I recall there not being any snow on the ground this time of the year was, I think, back in 2006, I think it was. It was either, yeah, I think it was 2006 or yeah, I think around there. Quite sure. Yeah, 2006. I believe that's when it was when I took my flight to Louisiana. It could have been 2000. She's like, my daughter, she's like, Dad, you wouldn't believe it. The snow is gone. And I think this was around April 14th, around there. I called her from Louisiana. I said, wow, is that right? I told her, I said, you know, Rachel tells me there hasn't been any snow here for over 2 weeks, and that's highly unusual. Or not snow, rain here for over 2 weeks. They're getting concerned because normally they have spring rain. And it is a fact, they had not actually, by the time all was said and done, they had not had any rain for over 3 weeks in Louisiana that year, at least where she was. And I prayed for rain because I realized that this was a serious matter. Well, I guess the good Lord heard my prayer, because toward the end, before I left, it would just rain steady. She said, you actually prayed for rain? I said, yeah. She thought that was funny. But God is good. You know, the Word says that the prayers of a righteous man availeth much. You know, you can do that. You can pray for rain if you have the righteousness of the Lord. I think your prayers have a tendency to be answered a little bit more. Now, I want to qualify something here, because when I say if you have the righteousness of the Lord, that doesn't really mean that you are God, okay? And it doesn't really mean that, you know, you, in and of yourself, have any perfection. You know, there is no good thing in the flesh, okay? I want to make that very clear. And, you know, there's not a human being in the world that is not vulnerable to something. And, you know, that is perfect by their own merit. And I mentioned this in a few of my other videos. You know, if you have the righteousness of the Lord, it's not your righteousness. Okay? It's His. Okay? So, you know, pray for His righteousness. Pray for the righteousness of God. I'm not saying, you know, pray that you become God. You know, I'm not saying that. But, you know, God is merciful and gracious and good. And if you pray for His righteousness, He can bestow it upon you to work miracles. And I know there's a lot of you out there that don't believe in miracles, but I'm telling you that miracles happen every day. I just don't know why people don't believe me. You know, I see miracles happening all the time. And, you know, sure, they can all be explained by this or that, okay? But all these explanations do is they basically lay out the physical process by which, you know, these things or circumstances underwent change. They don't really address the actual force behind all those changes. You follow what I'm saying? You know, of course, there are natural laws and things that come into play. But who do you think created all those laws of nature? Who do you think made those things? God is awesome. Yes, my friend, miracles can happen, and often do. See all this snow? Look at it. See, these are the leaves, old leaves from last year, lying in the snow. Lots of snow. There's still lots of snow. Of course there's lots of snow. It's April. That's normal. What wasn't normal is when I returned from my flight at the end of April that year, I think it was 2006, and there was no snow. And green grass was already growing. I was surprised about that. See, there's snow. See? There's lots of snow still left to disappear despite all the rains. And that, my friend, is normal. God bless you. Thanks for listening.